What's going on, you guys? Master Shifu Reads here with a book review. That shit over there looks mad ominous. That looks like somebody's gonna come in and maybe kill me. Who knows? Maybe it's a surprise in the video. I'm here with my boy Marcus. Check him out. He's a frog. He's orange. He's named after the great philosopher Marcus Aurelius. He's over here meditating. But anyways, you guys, so I'm gonna go over 3 books real quick. First book that I want to go ahead and talk about, I went to the library and I found Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. Been looking forward to reading this for some time. Very quick and easy book to read. I probably read it in like 3 sit downs. It was like 172 pages. It was super easy. Not like the best book I've ever read, but you know, I mean, it has a point that it wants to get across, and it gets it across pretty well. And I mean, it's very applicable to our society nowadays, and like how just like, you know, brain rotted we are. This is basically just like Ray Bradbury was right. He knew that we would become brain rot society. It was a good book. It wasn't great. I'm not gonna talk too much about it, you know, because I know people want to read the books, but overall, like, I did enjoy it throughout. I don't know. It was kind of just on the nose with its messages a lot of the time. I don't have that much to say about it though. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and move on. So that was a book I got from the library. Also, you guys, sorry, I had a hair in my mouth. Let me give it a rating. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5 stars. I'm like a movie critic. Okay, next we got David Brim's The Postman. Apparently this has a movie made after it. I had no idea, but my dad, I was telling my dad about it. He was like, you know, there's a movie called The Postman, and I forgot who was in it, but apparently it was trash. So that's why I didn't know about it. But this book is not trash. This book is pretty good. I really liked it. It was just nice, man. Like, the book starts out with, it's just about this dude named Gordon, and he's cool. You instantly like this man. He's just charming, and he's smart, and like, he really thinks things through. I really enjoyed like going along with his thought processes, and like, you know, the book starts off with like him like in a camp by himself, and then he gets overrun by like 5 dudes, and they steal all his shit, and I think that they killed him, but they really didn't. And so he's like, oh, I'm gonna go after them. But then he's like, oh dude, but like low key, like if I go after them like right now, like there's 5 of them and I'm low key gonna probably die. The premise of the plot is that when he's chasing these guys, when he's trying to get back at these guys, which he doesn't really, he follows them to a camp, but then he gets lost and he goes into this little like enclosure like near a building, and then he sees a Jeep, and the Jeep has this old mailman in it, and the mailman, obviously he's dead. Okay, he's like a skeleton, and the dude has on like a jacket and like a hat, and he has like a bag full of mail from, I forgot to mention that this is like a post-apocalyptic thing. So it's a post-apocalyptic tale after a doom war. It's like 16 years like after the end of the world, basically. The entire nation is split. You know, there's communities around, and then there's like survivors just kind of straggling about and whatnot. But there isn't any real connection, no real government ruling over the nation. It's kind of just like every man for himself. Some people bond together, some people don't. There's this group called the Survivalists, and they're just evil, bro. They're not cool, man. They're not cool, but they're like the bad guys of the group. Anyways, back to the plot. The plot. So, you know, so Gordon's like, bro, I'm gonna take this man's coat, and I'm gonna take his hat, and I'm gonna be super fly. He was cold that night. He needed to snuggle up, so he snuggled up. And then he was like, man, I'm gonna just take the bag because it's a bag and it's got mail in it. So he just takes it, you know, and it might be something important, you know. And he also just kind of reads it just like to kind of like, you know, for a feeling of nostalgia almost. But so in doing this, he like arrives at a community that he just comes across, and they welcome him in with open arms. They're like, "Oh, a mailman! Oh, no way!" And you know, they're super hyped to see a mailman because it like represents some kind of like restructure to society. And so he starts like basically this whole legend of just like the postman, and like he goes from community to community, like delivering mail from one place to another place, you know, just like, and it gives the people hope. There may be something, you know, on the way. There may be something to look forward to. He's like the light at the end of the tunnel, man. And so yeah, it was really good though. I really liked the plot. I really liked that idea. I thought that was super cool. It kind of loses me a little bit, like once he arrives in this community and he becomes a part of it. I really liked the first about 100 pages of it, where it's really just about Gordon and like his survival and him just fending for himself. But once it kind of slows down once he gets to this communal aspect, and it just isn't as interesting because you're just dealing with politics, you're dealing with other people, some weird stuff with like women. I didn't really find the women characters to be very good in this book. They were pretty weird and pretty annoying and made bad decisions. Other than Gordon, there isn't really a lot to love about the characters. There is one dude named George Powhatan. He's pretty fire. The villains are like low-key, like comically evil, but like in a great way. I'm gonna just say there's these dudes called the Augments, and they're like super soldiers. And I couldn't believe that they were in this book. Like, I thought this shit was hilarious, but like in a great way. You know, like it's so goofy, but like, I don't know. It was just like, I was just reading, I was like, bro, no way they got freaking super soldiers in this book. But it was like, it was great. I loved it. I had a fun time with it. It really makes me want to play The Last of Us 2. Because ain't nothing better than just like being outnumbered and like scrounging for ammo. And then like, you like, you get caught, and then like, you know, you get into a firefight, and then you're like, bro, I got like no ammo left. I need to go get some more, or I got to sneak up on them. I just like post-apocalyptic stuff. It's pretty cool. But anyways, David Brim's The Postman. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5 because I think it's a great book. I think that people will enjoy it, but I don't think that it's like incredible. It's a fun read though. It was a good tale. I really enjoyed it. Next, we have Klara and the Sun. This video is getting a little bit long. This is my first time doing this, so sorry if this is long. I also am doing 3 books because I'm stupid. I should have just done like 1 or 2 books, but I'm a bum. But anyways, we got Klara and the Sun. I really like this book. It was super great. If you haven't read this already, you should probably go read it. It's not very long. It's 300 pages. But like super easy to read. It's about an artificial friend who but is basically, she's bought from this store by this mother and her daughter, and it just tells us about the interactions between this artificial friend and this little girl named Josie. The AF is Klara, and it just is told from Klara's point of view. And it is just Klara just like recounting the events of Josie's life and Klara's life and Klara's interactions with Josie and this character named Rick and the mother and the father and all these different people. It's really good. It's a very heartwarming little story, I would say, which is nice because it's written from the perspective of like an AI, basically like a robot, you know, but there's a lot of emotion there, and I really like that component of it. Like the fact that this robot was able to develop like, you know, feelings of happiness and sadness and attachment to people. And I thought that was really cool. And like this book is just written fantastically from that point of view. Like you really like believe it, that like it's not like some bullshit where like you reading it and you're like, bro, this is just a real person. Like it feels like a robot in the way that it's written, but it's like not so robotic that like you read it and you're like, what the heck, this is stupid, You know, you like read it and you're like, okay, well, this is a robot. I'm so dumb. It's not overbearing. It's like just the perfect amount of like artificialness. But it was really great. This is such a good book. I really loved it. I mean, I loved all the characters. I loved the themes of the book. I don't think that I really see myself like revisiting it. Like, I feel like I kind of got everything that I needed to get out of it just from this one reading. But who knows? I mean, I think that this is a fantastic book that a lot of people will enjoy. It's just a very nice and grounded tale. It's just very well realized, I would say. It definitely wraps up a little bit quickly. I discussed it with my friend Dave, and he definitely offered like a point of view that made a lot of sense. I felt like it could have used like another 20 or 30 pages probably. Maybe just more like 20, but like it just kind of feels like something hits and then it's like, okay, all right, no, it's basically over. And I get it, but like it just, I don't know, it just kind of seems like everything resolves very quickly and very easily, and I was just a little bit disappointed in that. And I'm not the kind of guy that is always like, man, I wish this book would have gone for longer, because like I like to get my stuff done, you know, so I ain't complaining if I ain't got that much more to read. But with this book, I definitely was left with wanting just a little bit more. My dreams were not fulfilled, unfortunately. But overall, I give this John a little 4 out of 5. Yeah, I'm gonna do 4 out of 5. I think everybody could gain something from this. I think it's quite a lovely book. It looks so nice. I love this orange, and like this hand is just so fire, bro. It looks like Marcus. Hey, Marcus. Like, he blends right in. But it's a fantastic book. I definitely suggest giving it a read. So those are all the books that I wanted to mention here. Currently started Dune a few days ago. This junk is fire. This is fantastic. I'm definitely going to talk about this probably later. Yeah, if there's anything that I want you guys to gain from this video, is go read these books. These are pretty good books. They're all really easy to read. Also, go visit your libraries if you have a library around, because I forgot how awesome libraries are, and they're free books, and you know, you might as well go get it and see if you fall in love with something that you weren't expecting. I have certainly enjoyed my time with my library books. I gotta go return them soon though. But I hope y'all have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully I'll cut this video down a little bit short, because I talked for 16 minutes somehow about absolutely nothing. But I love you guys. I wish I could give y'all a kiss on the lips and tuck you into bed. But you guys have a great rest of y'all's day. Let me know if y'all read any of these books, what y'all think of them, and also let me know what I should read next, because I already got so many books to read. Why not make it more? All right, you guys, I'll see y'all later.